Hi, I'm Danny Murphy.
And I'm Evan Real.
And I'm Jenn Fessler, and these are my Housewife Hot Takes.
Okay, Jenn Fessler, another week.
Another week, another hot take.
Yeah, we need all your hot takes on some hot topics. And the first one is this video between Nicole Kidman and Salma Hayek that is just, it looks like they had an icy interaction. And now we have a lip reader saying that it like maybe wasn't so icy.
Yeah.
What do we think?
I think that they just have always probably wanted to be housewives. And I feel like they felt like, you know what I mean? Like maybe they were auditioning in a way.
Ooh.
Like they wanted the paparazzi to pick up on it so that they can finally get cast on, you know, Beverly Hills or, I'm not sure, maybe Australia. So why in the world would Nicole Kidman and Salma Hayek, what would there be to argue about?
Some people are reading into it because it was at a Balenciaga show and Salma's husband is like the CEO of the group in charge of that. So I don't know if like she was in charge of running point and she wanted some more photos and Nicole's like, I'm going, you know what I mean?
I guess, I mean, if anybody could be a diva, it's gonna be one of these ladies. Like if anybody is, no, right? Like if anyone deserves to be a diva, you could be a little bit of a bitch, you can get away with it. It's gonna be either Salma Hayek or Nicole Kidman. I'd like to think of them as loving each other, but either way, I'm fine.
There are videos from other points in the evening where they did look friendly and happy.
Yeah.
I am kind of glad though that they had this icy interaction because it gave us a lot to talk about and a fun fantasy.
Yes!
I like the idea that they might be auditioning for Housewives.
Listen, I picture them. I picture Andy Cohen. I picture them on a couch.
Ooh.
They'll come back together at the reunion. There's conflict. There's resolution.
Which one do you think would be better housewife?
Selma would just bring something hot that, like, I love Nicole Kidman and I really love Keith Urban, but it just feels like everything there, what is there, it's perfect.
We're getting a lot of details about what's going on between Ariana Grande and her boy Ethan. They were making out all over SNL after party, which I'm kind of for.
Well, first of all, did you guys see her on SNL?
She was amazing.
She is 4 foot 90 pounds worth of like the most talented. I can't even believe it.
I think it makes sense that she's with a guy like Ethan because he's also a Broadway baby and they can bond in that way. What do you think of them as a couple? I mean, they had like a little interesting beginning because apparently he was like,
We don't know.
married with a baby on the way.
Okay.
But
okay.
They found each other regardless.
I feel like she falls in love easily.
Yes.
I don't feel like, I mean, I'm glad that she's now in love. Thank you. Next. I think he's an adorable looking person. But I think that people have these ideas that Ariana should be with, you know, the most beautiful man walking, and maybe he's not that. I myself married a man that was not the most beautiful man walking, and we're very happy. Here we are, 25 years later.
You're Ariana Grande of New Jersey.
Jeff, do not listen
Thank
to
you.
this.
I didn't say. You said that. I didn't.
I do love that. You are the Ariana of New Jersey. Did you ever date a fellow theater baby during your music?
I went to the High School for Performing and Visual Arts, and it felt like every boy there was gay.
Yeah, that
And
is
so,
the issue.
Which made for the best ever high school experience. There was everybody at my high school was a little bit out there. We were all a little bit, like we were all freaks. We had no competition. There were no jocks. There were no cheerleaders. There was just like free love. It was the best.
Well, I hate to bring up a jock.
And a
Oh
cheerleader.
no! Oh no!
And
Oh
a
no!
cheerleader. It's your favorite couple on the planet.
God.
Taylor and Travis. So, like Ariana and Ethan, they were also all over each other, packed on the PDA during a recent date in New York City.
And also, she was feeding him popcorn at a game.
Why is this news? What do you want me to say about this?
Lots of PDA for Taylor and Travis.
Okay.
When you juxtapose it against PDA from Ethan and Ariana, who you seem to be about.
Yes,
how do you feel?
I find Ethan and Ariana much more interesting. And I'm telling you, just for the record, I'm not a Swiftie, but I very much acknowledge how talented she is. I keep saying the same thing. I can't talk about Taylor Swift anymore. And her very, very cute boyfriend. I get it.
Wait, would we ever see you feeding Jeff Fessler popcorn at
Stop
a game?
being gross.
How would you feel if Kimora Lee Simmons was your mom?
This is a really good question, and I'm going to tell you why. Kimora Lee Simmons sent her two gorgeous daughters to a preschool called Early Enrichment, where Jenn Fessler sent her 2 children. Facts.
Oh, okay.
We would have the Halloween parade, okay? And my children, there was preschool, 2 and 3, princess or fireman or superhero, whatever it was. And all of a sudden, they'd be walking around the parking lot, all these kids, and then Kimora would show up with Ming Lee, and no one gave a about one of these kids. It was over. I was like, who cares? My kid was like, Mom! I'm like this, staring at Kimora. I couldn't get my eyes off her. She's like almost not human. Do you know what I mean? She's like, who is that person? So I feel badly. It would not be easy to be, but apparently the daughter graduated Harvard.
I think so. Yeah. Yes, she did.
So, you know what? It's okay. You don't have to model.
Also, I feel it's one of those things, like, there's enough models, like, go be a chemist. Like,
Go
I feel
be a
that
chemist!
yeah,
And I think
please.
she was actually, I think I read that she was so cool about it. Like, don't think I'm whining, I'm not whatever. I'm just saying that I keep getting this feedback. Whoever's giving that feedback, by the way, you know, F them.
Last on our list, Khloe Kardashian. She is confessing to some facial filler because she got a tumor removed from her face, which I think is wonderful.
Me too.
But I think with the Kardashians, it's always kind of like, was there really a tumor? Or are we
Yeah.
just thinking of an excuse for you
I
admitting
didn't
to your
notice
filler?
that she had a big indentation until I saw.
The photo.
Yeah,
The
so
one
I
she
never
posted.
noticed it. Whether or not that doesn't mean that it didn't happen, but and I'm so glad that she got it taken care of. But the only problem I have with the story, first of all, again, I'm glad that she's always gorgeous. But what she's got like that chocolate chip like right in the middle of her face, so I can't concentrate on anything else.
I
do know
wasn't.
what you're talking
I
about. Do you know what
wasn't
I'm
paying
talking
attention to
about?
the chocolate chip. Does she need to see the dermatologist?
It's no, I don't. I mean, it's so it's
It's
everything
like
about
her,
her
it's
sexy.
like almost like her Marilyn.
Oh, it's a
moment.
beauty
yeah.
mark.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh.
You
Black
could have saved Khloe Kardashian so much money if you're like, we're just looking here, girl. Don't.
Doesn't matter. Nothing else matters. I'm just zoned into it. I have a thing with moles, so maybe it'd be a
Oh,
Jenn
okay.
Fessler
Oh wait,
thing.
so what did you think of Enrique Iglesias' mole? Because it was so there, and then he removed it. He
I thought
finally
it was a
removed
very smart move.
Okay.
For me, at least, for my relationship with Enrique. It
Now
was
he
a
can be
smart
your
move.
hero baby.
I'm not big. I'm not really big in. I'm not big into moles. Just not.
Are you a Kardashians fan? Okay.
Am I a Kardashians fan? I think they are. I think they're icons. It's like, and they're beautiful, and they're interesting, and they're a million things, and charismatic. I would love to know them. Like if they invited me over, I'm not too busy.
That's
like
true.
I'll be able. I would make time to go hang out with them.
I know.
Sure.
It's that crazy thing. It's almost like they're like Wi-Fi now. It's like, are you a fan of them? They're just here. Like I don't
They're-
know. Like
Yes.
it's just yeah.
They're everywhere. Like
everywhere.
who else is like that? Taylor Swift.
And maybe that's why they have beef.
Before we end things, if you just want to give a message to Taylor Swift right now, you can look right there at the camera. If she was here right now, what would you say to Taylor Swift?
I would probably say, Taylor, I don't see enough of you. I just want more. I'd love you so. I mean, I would be so like, Taylor Swift, if you're asking me, I'd be like to Taylor, can we go out to lunch? Can I go out with you and Travis? Can I hang out with you and Travis at home? Can I hang out with you at the football stadium, in the thing upstairs?
Can you feed me popcorn?
Can you feed me popcorn? Yes. I wish I could be a big shot and be like, listen, Taylor, it's enough. But I wouldn't be like that.